We got the airplane all put together on Saturday evening, June 5th. It was all finished except for one last thing we needed to do, and that was a full power run-up. We couldn't do that in the hangar, so Sunday morning on the 6th, I got out, started opening up the hangar, got everybody to help there. We got it all opened up. Got the trailer down there and dragged the airplane out on the trailer, brought it out here, and did a full power run-up on it. I had Jim do that before he left on Sunday afternoon to go back down south. Well, that turned out okay. We could have went ahead and launched on Monday morning, but it was forecast weather was supposed to be pretty crubby on Monday, strong winds and heavy rain. We didn't get the winds that was forecast, but it did rain pretty heavy. And I didn't feel very good Monday anyway, so I didn't even try. It's Tuesday today. The weather's cleared up a little bit. It's still a little bit cloudy, but it's warmed back up again, and it's a lot nicer than it was on Monday. There's a few things I'd want to do on this before I put the airplane in the water down on the ramp, and I could do that down there, but I just as well do it here and get it taken care of here as get it down there. I still need to go down on the dock and take a shovel down there and clean the ramp off and put a few screws in the pads. I put some UHMW sheet down on the ramp last year to make it easier to get the airplane out of the water, or actually into the water. And we went down and looked at them on Sunday while we were waiting for the plane to come for Jim to leave, and I could see that it needed a few screws in there, and there's some screws popped out on it, plus there's a bunch of grunge growing in there on the ramp, so I gotta get down there and clean that off too. But right now what I'm going to do, since the weather's nice here and warmed up, is I'm going to go ahead and wash the plane. I've got some soap, I think it's Super Purple or some doggone type of magic cleaner in the bucket there, and my long handled brush, so we'll go ahead and try to clean that up a little bit and get the bugs and some of the dirt and stuff off the belly. I would wash that down last winter with fresh water when we brought it home, but we didn't really wash it. I just sprayed it off with fresh water to get the salt off of it before we put it away. It was too cold and late and whatnot by the time we got home, and everything was freezing that time of the year, so we didn't get it really washed. When I was milling up those spruce logs last summer, I was peeling the bark off of them to get the dirt and stuff so it didn't dull the blade quite so fast. I come across a whole bunch of worms, larvae in the bark. I wasn't sure when I first saw those whether they were in there because of the logs being down and on the ground for a while or what, but I think they were just in all of the spruce trees, because there was a bloom of those bugs around the country that was just thick everywhere. I get into them in big clouds of them, even up at 7,000 feet out over the middle of the open water. Normally when we go through the bugs and stuff, as soon as we fly through a rainstorm, they'll pretty much get washed off of there, but those things stuck on pretty good. And I tried washing some of them off of the struts and a few other places there with some paint thinner and some lacquer thinner and a couple other things, and they wouldn't hardly touch those bugs, but that detergent cleans them right off. It takes a little bit. You put some on there, scrub them a little bit, and then let the stuff set for a little bit, and then come back and scrub them again. And sometimes it takes 3 or 4 times, but that gets them off pretty good. So anyway, the old airplane's pretty well cleaned up now. There's a couple other things that I want to do. I want to get some new ropes and put on there for handling lines on the plane. I got a whole bunch of anti-skid tape paper on different places there on the floats to keep from sliding on the floats when you walk on them. That stuff's peeling off. I think I want to peel off the ones that are loose on there, or maybe some more of them, and get those off, and then take a little bit of aluminum paint and paint some of the skinny spots in the paint on the floats there.